I'm back, and thank you for joining us on Up to the Minute. I'm Dr. Andrea Bonner, Chair of HCC's Consumer Arts and Sciences Center of Excellence, and here's more information on where to find us. We are on Houston City College District Facebook page, not HCC, and YouTube. We're also on X, LinkedIn, and on HCC TV at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday. For Tuesday, we will be joined by Alex Segovia, a former HCC student who turned his passion for theater arts and film into a pursuit of acting on the big screen. He shares how he got his start, the challenges he faced, and what it takes to follow a dream in the entertainment industry. From his days on campus to recently signing with a local talent agency, Alex will provide insight on what he has been up to and how he continues to chase his dream. In 10 minutes, we'll be right back with you, Alex. But first, it's time for the latest Eagle news, updates from across Houston City College system, a place where we share the latest stories and events with students and faculty and support our mission for student success. If you have a story you'd like for us to feature right here on Up to the Minute, we'd love to hear from you. For general inquiries or to share story ideas, you can email us at hcc.uptotheminute@hccs.edu or give us a call at 713-718-6395. First up, students from the Interior Design program here at HCC earn praise, prizes, and valuable experience in an intercollegiate workshop. It is an annual event that gives students the opportunity to network and showcase their skills while exploring the latest technology in the healthcare architecture field. The American Institute of Architecture and Design hosted a professional workshop that allowed HCC students to collaborate with students from Texas A&M and the University of Texas to improve design ideas and build team building skills they would otherwise not have access to. Recently, we held our Lunar New Year event at Central Campus, where students had the opportunity to try a variety of traditional Chinese dishes. The event gave everyone a chance to connect with others and celebrate different cultural backgrounds. Local company J-Tech Digital donated a series of Pan, Tilt, and Zoom, or PTZ cameras to the Smart Building Technology program. The equipment will be integrated into residential and commercial training applications, expanding hands-on learning opportunities for students. The Smart Building Technology program is housed under the Architectural Design and Construction Center of Excellence and is currently the first of its kind in Texas. One Smart Building Technology student shares his experience going through the program. Our credential of value highlight focuses on Nicholas Grando.
After 20 years of serving our great country, I started looking for what school to go to, and all the schools I was calling or all the places for training, Mr. Adams was one of the only ones to answer, and he also spoke very passionately about his program. I told him I was interested in the electrical field, and then he also was informing me of this new class that he had going on, and he spoke so passionately about it that it kind of captivated me into joining the program of smart home technology. Now, I chose smart building technology, one, because of the passion of the instructor, but also he informed me of how it would closely relate to my military occupational specialty as a military policeman, law enforcement in specific. So from a security standpoint, being able to apply security cameras as well as other low voltage technology into the house, they would provide comfort for families and for our long-termers that are out there. They would help provide security for them in their homes as well as other residences. The classes, all the instructors have been great. I've enjoyed all of them, and I'm enjoying learning something new. By no means I know everything about the Army, but learning something completely outside of my field has been very interesting. And there's something about electricity that's always interested me, and now the more I learn, the more cautious I've become dealing with electricity. Classrooms, I'm very impressed with all the campuses. They were easy to get to, and all the classrooms seem new. They're all well organized and cleanly, and everybody seems very friendly since I've been here. Upon graduation, definitely going to pursue something in this field or this occupation that I can use my security background as well as applying the skills that I've learned throughout this course. So getting a job that's going to be compliant with my family life, because my Catholic faith and my family are the two most important things in my life. So spending all my time with my wife and my 3 children is going to be the standpoint of which job I decide to pick after this. HCC has provided me that opportunity to do something more with my life. I know that, thankful for the Army and for our country and everything I was able to accomplish, but HCC has now provided me new opportunities to move forward and to explore new options. And it's also going to provide me an opportunity to be a good example for my children. And HCC has made the process very, very easy. And nobody here that I've met wants you to fail. Everybody's here supporting you to win.
As the Houston Dynamo kick off its 2026 season, we want to remind you about our educational partnership with the soccer team. That means throughout the season, students will have unique access to hands-on internships, scholarships, and single game discounted tickets all season long. For more information about this amazing opportunity, check out the HCC Facebook page for a link to register for an upcoming networking event hosted by the team at Shell Energy Stadium. As we wrap up for today's Eagle News, I will talk with Alex Segovia after a quick commercial break.
See that cute little dog in the pet store window? Chances are it came from a puppy mill, a breeding facility that forces caged, neglected, and often sick dogs to churn out puppy after puppy. See that cute little dog in the pet store window? Chances are it came from a puppy mill, a breeding facility that forces caged, neglected, and often sick dogs to churn out puppy after puppy.
From the tiniest creature to the mightiest giant, every species shapes our world. Bees pollinate our plants, elephants keep forests healthy, and coral reefs protect our shores. When wildlife thrives, so do we. We all have a role to play in keeping nature strong. Together, we can protect wildlife and build a future where people and nature thrive. Find out how at wwf.earth/species.
Childhood cancer it's hard, but St. Jude has gotten us through it. St. Jude is hope for every child diagnosed with cancer because the research is being shared all over the world.
My grandmother had Alzheimer's, and I remember we were all in the hospital room, and for like 10 seconds she recognized who we were, and then it was gone. So it's like a thief. It's taking away memories and who you are as a person. Over 5.5 million Americans have Alzheimer's. That number may double by 2050. For more information, visit rightfocus.org.
For over 50 years, HCC has been here for you. Affordable, accessible, focused on your success. This is your college, growing, evolving, expanding with you. More bachelor's degrees, stronger workforce training, online learning with global reach. A new name, the same mission, bigger vision. Houston City College, local focus, global reach. Register now at hccs.edu.
Our individual voices are powerful, but not everything has a voice. Let us be a voice to the voiceless. It's time to speak up for nature.
Poison Help is a free 24/7 hotline that answers all of your poison questions in over 100 languages.
Hello? Poison Help?
Hello? When poison happens, we're here for you. Just call Poison Help, 1-800-222-1222.
Well, Alex, welcome to the show.
Hi. Thank you for having me. Happy to be here.
We're so glad to have you. So, let's start from the beginning. So, what first drew you to acting? First, tell us that. And then, when did you realize that it was more than just an interest?
So, what drew me into acting? I would have to say, I like to call it I became an actor by chance.
Okay.
Because what started off as simply picking theater as just merely just an elective, it became a passion. And next thing I stumbled upon landing a supporting role for my first performance. It was for Mamma Mia.
Okay.
And I still remember it to this day vividly, and just perfect performance, awesome. And whenever we finally completed our opening night, that was the eye opener for me, where it's like, I feel like I found my calling. I think this is where I was meant to be, what I'm meant to do, and I feel like I found my purpose. And that was whenever I decided to take it upon myself to make it more than just a pastime and to full on go after it.
Well, you took my next question, like, tell me the first performance. Of course, you told it's Mamma Mia, but what else was going through your mind? So you said like kind of the light bulb went off and you're
Yeah.
like, I kind of like this.
Yeah, exactly. So I did it because when I went to go meet the teacher and she saw that I also had choir under my belt, she was interested and told me, would you be interested? We do get some of the choir boys to take part in our musical. And she asked me in front of the entire class, and they all turned into owls the moment that she said that, and they're like, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, sure. And they told me the auditions are tomorrow, and I said, well, I give it my best shot. And next thing I know, I get a call back, land a supporting role, and the rest was history. And I fell in love with it ever since.
I love that. So when you take on a new role, of course, when we see people on TV, it like looks so effortless, but what goes into preparing for that new role?
Well, firstly, memorization.
Okay.
The way I go about it is looking over my lines first, and then going back to reading the entire script to see how my lines play into the entirety of the script. So preparing for the role, it's once you get those lines memorized like the back of your hands, it's really just a matter of really embodying what these words mean. Why am I saying what I'm saying? What am I hoping to achieve? What's in my way if I don't get what I want? And really seeing the connections and how these characters got to where they are in the script.
How do you connect with the character? Like if it's a character that's not really like your personality or something that's kind of far-fetched from you, how do you connect with that and make it feel authentic for us as a viewer?
You have to find a common denominator between you and the character.
Right.
No matter how vastly different you may think this character is, this character is nothing like me. I don't think I do that. There's going to be at least one thing, whether it be like, maybe this character likes it when it's sunny outside. Maybe this character does like watching movies on their own. It's always something, a specific detail about that character that you can start to relate to. And then you start to justify why this character operates in the way they do, why they're saying the things they're saying, why they think the way they do, their mannerisms, their beliefs, all that good stuff. And that's when it becomes unified.
Gotcha. Well, there are always in the indie industry, there's a lot of ups and downs. I think when we think about actors, it's like everything is just wonderful. So, what's been a challenging moment for you on this journey, and how have you worked through that?
It's probably going to be the auditions. And for every actor, they know auditions sometimes can be a pain because, it's give me a full body shot, the hand slate, give us a 360 shot. Where are you from? Who are you represented by? And then just the whole process of auditioning. And then, sometimes, most of the time, it's going to be a no, but it's about bouncing back. It's about knowing that even during the audition, I'm at work.
Not taking that personally.
Yeah, exactly. It's all professionally because it's show business, right? It's still a business at the end of the day. And you're there to try to provide a solution to what you believe might be their solution to fit their vision. And on top of that, it's just knowing how to just, get back on the horse and just keep on trucking.
That's good. Very good advice for people just getting started out. So, since your days at HCC, you've been building on your career, and you recently signed with the local talent agency. That's a big deal. So, how does that feel, and what does it mean for you moving forward?
It's monumental because a year from now, I had nothing. I just was looking around everywhere on Google, even on TikTok, which is how a friend suggested I could find talent around here or talent representatives in Houston, because Houston isn't really the massive market as like maybe LA or New York, etc. So I did my research, try to find a agency or classes that I could really try to work on my craft. And next thing you know, within a year, I landed my first agent, and it was just fantastic. And I've just been going to classes, watching movies to do like my own personal research, and then just partaking in any project in the film community, whether it's student films, whether it's for commercials, etc. it's all been a blast.
I'm glad that you said that this is not New York or LA. And a lot of times students feel like, oh, we've got to go to these cities and we've got to do all that. So I'm glad you added that little point. Like you can still do stuff here.
Correct.
There's still work here. So that kind of takes me to my next question. For students that might be watching and have this same dream, what would you tell them about just taking the leap and staying committed to acting?
I would say if it's something that you truly feel like, even if it's a slight interest, absolutely go for it. Even if it's just to try it out. But if this is something that you do want to do, go all in. Because when you just start to realize that if there's nothing else that you can picture yourself doing and you feel at home doing this, and this is something that just feels like it's calling to you, take that, please, because it's a passion and it's an industry where you can make so many stories happen and captivate audiences to enjoy and kind of distract them from reality, whether it's 30 minutes or 2 hours. I would say that if this is something that you want to do, absolutely go for it, because I truly believe my philosophy is anybody can be an actor.
Oh,
It
really?
doesn't matter what you look like, where you come from, how you sound like, how old you are, etc. There's no one type of actor, there's no cookie cutter for an actor. If you really have the drive and effort and the passion for it, absolutely go for it.
I love that. Well, if you haven't signed any NDAs, can you tell us about some projects that you're working on? Like no big name actors, or maybe some big name actors or other things.
So as of recent, I've actually been doing, like I mentioned, I've been taking part in some student films, helping the student community in their filmmaking process.
That's great.
So I just finished wrapping filming for a film called A Whisper, Not a Shout, not too long ago. Really excited to see how that's going to turn out, and really stoked to see people watch that. It's going to be fantastic. And this next one I'm actually going to be working on soon is Teresa, which I will be playing a pretty serious role in that one, if I do say so myself. And I do have to thank Pammy for allowing me to display my acting acumen and give me a chance to work with creative people and talented people at that are willing to make this possible. And we all share the same work and vision to make this to come to fruition.
That's great. Well, and I also like the point that you said anyone can act, because sometimes people think, oh, I'm too old, or I may not have that skill set. So I'm really glad that you shared that.
Absolutely.
Lastly, share some of your favorite films, or and just kind of how they've influenced you in what you're doing and your approach to acting.
That's a tough question. There's so many films. We could go all day about all my favorite films, but if I had to cut it down to a bite-sized list, I'm gonna go with 3 completely different types of movies. So I'm gonna go. One of them is gonna be a bit of recency bias. It's gonna have to be Sinners with Michael B. Jordan. Absolutely fantastic film. Love the score, the character work, the chemistry, the visuals. The watching in IMAX was just perfect to watch. I love that film so much. My second one actually got recommended to me by my instructor and friend David Simpson. I watched it last year. Dead Poet Society with Robin Williams.
Oh yeah,
absolutely stellar performance by Robin Williams. It makes me feel all the emotions with being happy to keep going, feeling the empathy and sympathy for the characters, and always remember to seize the day, and having that brotherhood in that film was just really touching to watch. My last film I'm going to say that is one of my favorites. It's kind of a silly pick, but I personally have a soft spot for Hitch with Will Smith. Seeing the comedy of a love doctor getting these below average men with like the women of their dreams, and then having him face like a similar dilemma of this tough nut to crack that's not exactly swayed by his charisma, as just seeing him kind of flustered, like, how am I supposed to do that? So seeing the various different types of acting across all 3 films and several more, that shows you how the approach is, what the tone is, why they're doing what they're doing, and how this character really not only influences the characters in the film itself, but even to those in real life.
That's great. Alex, thank you. I've learned so much today, and we really appreciate you. Again, thank you to Alex Segovia, and we will have his information in our post after the show. Coming up after a quick commercial break, I will return with Save the Date announcements.
child is fighting a critical illness, one truth touches us all. Every child deserves a childhood. A wish sparks a ripple of hope that transforms communities far and wide. And when we grant wishes together, we create a movement of kindness, strength, and unity. Become a wish maker today and be part of a journey that truly changes lives.
There have always been a few, ready to fight and win. Since 1775, these few have been Marines, and they come from across this land to defend the future of our nation. This year, our Corps celebrates 250 years, and Marines are proud to serve this country, each other, and all that is still to come for America.
More than 6 million kids in the U.S. have ADHD. Many aren't getting the support they need. At understood.org, we can help. Sometimes in class, the only thing your child can focus on are the thoughts racing through their head.
Why am I always falling behind? Why do I feel so alone?
We provide parents with the resources they need to help kids with ADHD thrive. Your child wants to thrive. Be the reason they do.
When faced with complex challenges, there are people who come together to solve problems and transform lives. That's us. We are Rotary. We work with community partners to build green spaces for all to connect with nature and each other. We support local youth through mentorship and literacy programs. We're committed to causes that improve lives everywhere. Find your cause and take action with us.
As we mark 250 years of America, Wounded Warrior Project honors those who serve. They've given us their commitment and sacrifice. We're here to give them a brighter future. Our programs and services help warriors access VA benefits, improve mental and physical health, and thrive for a lifetime. They've given us their best. Join us in supporting them through the next 250 years of strength and resilience. Visit woundedwarriorproject.org/USA.
Pick up! Joe, pick up the phone. Open up, man.
Connection saves lives. Reach out and check in on a loved one today.
Our individual voices are powerful, but not everything has a voice. Let us be a voice to the voiceless. The caretakers our home deserves. If there's one thing we've learned, it's that when we all come together, the sky is the limit. It's time to speak up for nature.
As always, a lot of great things going on at HCC. First, HCC, The Man and the Plastic Sandwich event happening tomorrow. HCC Drama Department launches its debut performance of The Man with the Plastic Sandwich starting tomorrow at 3 p.m. The play, written by Roger Karshner, will run from the 25th through this Saturday, the 28th, at the Texas Community College Speech and Theater Association Play Festival. It's going to be February 25th at 3 p.m., and the location is Panola College at 1109 West Panola Street in Carthage, Texas. Next, Swoop Leadership Semester Workshop. The Swoop Leadership Workshop will hold another class on Friday, the 27th. The focus will be on effective communications. Lunch will be provided, and this is another in the ongoing leadership workshops, encouraging students to network and team build. February 27th from 10 a.m. At 10:30 a.m. The location is at HCC Southeast Eastside Campus, Student Life Media Center. The Pretty Preacher Hypocrite HCC event. Pretty Preacher Hypocrite is a dynamic installation by artist, writer, and professor Kamaria Shepard that explores identity across multiple timelines and realities. Inspired by her experimental novel, Life of the So-Called Texas Preacher, the work blends personal narrative, poetry, and family histories. Through powerful self-portraiture, paintings, and excerpts from her book, Shepard creates an immersive experience that examines memory, place, and the many versions of self. It's going to be February 25th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And the location is at HCC Spring Branch campus at 1010 West Sam Houston Parkway. HCC Southwest Counseling Services Self-Esteem Workshop. Hosted by Southwest Counseling and led by Leela Rucker and work study students, this session focuses on building confidence and strengthening self-esteem. Join us to learn practical tools and strategies to help you improve how you see yourself and grow both personally and academically. It's going to be February 24th from 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. at the HCC Stafford campus at 9910 Cash Road. Coming up for Wednesday, we're shining a spotlight on an alumnus who got their start right here at Houston City College. Tune in as they share their journey from navigating student life to building a full career in manufacturing engineering technology, working on one of the biggest oil and gas business companies since graduation. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.